If you read question number 7, it says find the equation of the circle whose center is at the point 4, 5 and which touches the x-axis. Also find the coordinates of the point at which the circle cuts the y-axis. So clearly your circle will look something like this since it touches the x-axis. Okay, so your circle, the center of this circle is at 4, 5. Somewhere over here, 4, 5. It touches the x-axis. So your circle will look something like this. Okay, something like this maybe, or it cuts the y-axis also. Let me just draw a neater circle. Touches the y-axis also. Intersects the y-axis, not touches.
My screen became blank.
Log out, log in once again. The circle will look something like this with center 4, 5. It touches the x-axis. Okay, say at the point
And cut the wire.
and cuts the intersects in fact not intersects the y-axis at say points A and B. Okay, so the
Okay.
question here is that find the coordinates of the point at which it cuts the y-axis. That means you need to find the coordinates of A and B.
Mm.
So how will you find out the coordinates of A and B? First of all, you see that uh, the center of the circle is given to you as 4, 5. And also this, if you draw a perpendicular from here, this becomes your radius, right? So, and what is the radius here? This length is actually 5 units, right? Because it is your ordinate, right? So what is the radius of the circle? Radius of the circle is 5 units. So what should be the equation of the circle?
Yes.
Equation of the circle?
The equation of the circle would be
X minus 4 whole
x,
square
x minus 4 square, then
plus y minus 5 whole square is equal to radius square.
is equal to 5 whole square.
This is your equation.
Yes.
Okay. Now where will it cuts the where will it cut the y axis at points A and B? And how do we get the coordinates of A and B? By putting x is equal to 0, right? For x is equal to 0, putting x is equal to 0, we get 0 minus 4 whole square plus y minus 5 whole square is equal to 5 square. That means you get 16 plus y minus
Mm.
5 whole square is equal to 25. That means you get y minus 5 whole square is equal to 25 minus 16. That means y minus 5 whole square is equal to 9. That means y minus 5 whole square, y minus 5 is equal to plus or minus 3. Okay. So this will give you two values of y. Taking positive sign,
And negative side.
we get y minus 5 is equal to plus 3. That means y is equal to 8. Taking negative sign, we get y minus 5 is equal to minus 3. That means y is equal to 5 minus 3, which is 2. So getting two values of y, right? So what will those two values represent? This 0, 2, this y is equal to 2 actually represent this point B, which is 0,
A and
2.
B.
And y is
2
equal to 8
and 0, 5. 0,
represents
0, 8.
0, 8. So what are the coordinates of A and B?
B and A. Point A.
Therefore, coordinates of A,
0, 8 and 0, 1.
coordinates of the points where it intersects the y axis. Coordinates of the point where the circle intersects the y-axis are A08 and B02. Okay, so this is how you get the coordinates. The next problem that we are going to do is something that the concepts of which you have done in class 10. That when do circles touch each other? How can the circles touch each other? When they intersect at only one point, then they are said to then the circles are said to touch each other. Okay. In how many ways can they touch each other? They can either touch each other externally or internally. So I just want you to recall what we
Internally.
had what you had done earlier in your class 10. So if you have two circles touching externally, then they look something like this. Okay. They look something like this.
Yes.
Okay. Where you have your centers here, say C1,
Yes, sir.
C2, and we say for external touching, if two circles touch each other externally, let us call the P as the point of contact. That is, P is the only point where they intersect. Let's join this. Obviously, this line must pass through P, right? So
मेल
therefore,
कहाँ है? बुक और
if
कॉपी
these two
नोट है?
circles touch each other, then we say
बैठ के
distance between the centers must be equal to sum of the radii. Okay, if we can show that the distance between the centers is the same as the sum of the radii, then we can say that the circle touch each other externally. That is, if we call this as our R1, this radius, and this as our R2, okay, then we say that distance between the centers C1, C2 must be equal to R1 plus R2 if the circles touch each other externally. What about internal touching? When can two circles touch each other internally? If two circles touch each other internally, then they'll look something like this. It looks something like this. If two circles touch each other internally, if I call the centers of the two circles as C1 and C2, okay, then if this is the point of contact P, in this case, we say that the distance between the centers, if I can show that the distance between the centers, that is this distance, C1, C2, let's draw a line through this, okay, must be equal to difference of the radii. Difference of their radii. Okay, so distance between the centers, let us call this as R1 and let us call this radius as R2. That means in this case, what will happen? The distance between the centers must be equal to difference of the radii, R2 minus R1, or we can also take R1 minus R2. If we combine these two, then we can also write it in this manner. Remember this, okay? C1, C2 must be equal to plus or minus R1 minus R2. Now it depends which one you are taking R1 and which you are taking R2. If R2 you are taking greater than R1, then it will be R2 minus R1. If you are taking R1 greater than R2, then it will be R1 minus R2. Okay. So combining both, you can write it in this manner. Okay. So remember, in order to show that the two circles touch each other externally, for external touching, the condition here is C1, C2 is equal to R1 plus R2. That is this distance between the centers is equal to sum of the radii. And for internal touching, it is distance between the centers is equal to difference of the radii. With that idea, we shall start the next sum. Prove that these two circles touch at the point. The equation of the two circles are given. Now I don't know whether these two circles touch externally or internally. Okay, so it can be both the possibilities. What they have shown asked you is that prove that they touch each other. So we need to check whether they touch each other externally or internally. So let us call, what is the equation given? The given equations are, this is number 8. The given equation of the circles are x square plus y square minus 4x plus 6y plus 8 is equal to 0. X square plus y square minus 10x minus 6y plus 14 is equal to 0. Let us call this equation number 1 and let us call this equation number 2. Now, if you know that the equation of the circles are given, then you can find out the center and radius, right? So comparing one with the general form, comparing one with the general form, we get, what is the coefficient of x? 2g. And what is the coefficient of x in 1? Minus 4. What is the coefficient of y? It is 6. And what is the coefficient of y in the general form? It is 2f. And c is equal to 8. That means we get g is equal to minus 2, f is equal to 3, and c is equal to 8. Therefore, what is the center? Center of 1 is minus g minus f. It means change the sign of g and f to minus 3. And what is the radius? G square plus f square minus c. That is the formula. So g square plus f square minus c. So this is 9 plus 4, 13. 13 minus 8 is 5. So root 5 units. So we have got the center and radius. Let us see for the second one, comparing 2 with the standard form, with the general form. Comparing 2 with the general form, we get 2g is equal to minus 10, 2f is equal to minus 6, and c is equal to 14. That means you get g is equal to minus 5, you get f is equal to minus 3, and you get c is equal to 14. Therefore, what is the center of 2? Change the sign of g and f from minus 5 to plus 5, from minus 3 to plus 3. And the radius here is root over of g square plus f square minus c. This is 25 plus 9, 34. 34 minus 14 is 20. So root 20 units.
10, 20, 10.
Which can also be
For
written
root
can be written as 2 root
2
5
root 5.
units. Okay. So now, once we have got the radii in fact of both the circles, and we have got the center, so we shall now find the distance between the centers. Distance between what is the distance between the centers? Distance between the centers is square root of, what are the centers? What is the center? This is one coordinate and this is the other coordinate. So you get 5 minus 2 whole square plus 3 minus of minus 3, which is 3 plus 3 in fact. Whole square. So which is root over of 3 square plus 6 square. Okay. Which is root over of 9 plus 36, which is square root of 45, which is how much? 3 root 5. So I've got the distance between the centers as 3 root 5. And what are the radii? Radii are root 5 and 2 root 5. So let's see what is the sum of the radii. 2 root 5 plus root 5, which is 3 root 5.
So 1 minute.
Okay, these two are the sum of the radii. And what is the distance between the centers? It is 3 root 5. So if you see, distance between the centers is 3 root 5, and we have taken the sum of the radii as 3 root 5. They are equal. So therefore, the circles must touch each other externally. So since distance between the centers is equal to sum of the radii, therefore the circles touch each other externally. Okay, so that is how we do this sum. Another important sum that I want to do here is that what is the equation of a circle that passes through three given points? If you have 3 points that are given to you, okay, and the question will be that find out the equation of the circle passing through this points, 3 points given to you. Then how will you find out the equation of a circle? Let us see, let us take one example from this problems and see how such problems are solved. This is very important problem to find out the equation of a circle which passes through 3 given points. Okay, um, let us say number 15. Find the equation of a circle which passes through the points P10, Q30 and R02. Find also the coordinates of the other point in which the axis of y cuts the circle. And the second question is the coordinates of the other end of the diameter through Q. Okay, so you have a circle like this which passes through 3 points. Let us say P10 is 1 point, Q30 is another point, and you have R02 as the third point. It passes through 3 points. Okay, you need to find the equation of this circle. Now see, whenever you get this kind of a question, you find out the equation of a circle and 3 points are given, then what you will do is you will first assume let the equation of the circle be of the circle be x square plus y square plus 2gx plus 2fy plus c is equal to 0. Now say this circle, say call it 1. Since 1 passes through 1 0, it must satisfy this equation. Therefore put x is equal to 1, 1 square, put y is equal to 0. So what do you get? You get here an equation in G and C. You simply get 1 plus G, 1 plus 2G, 1 plus 2G plus C is equal to 0. That means you get 2G plus C is equal to -1. Call this equation number, let's say equation number 2. 1 I have already labeled the equation of the circle. Also it passes through another point. Since 1 passes through 3 0, it must satisfy 1. So therefore put it in 1. You get x is equal to 3, you put 3 square, y is equal to 0, you put. Okay, so you get 9 plus 6g plus c is equal to 0. That means 6g plus c is equal to -9. Call this equation number 2. Okay, let's say call this equation number 3 because 2 we have already done. So also since 1 passes through, what is the third point given? 0 2. it must satisfy it. So x square, put x is equal to 0, y is equal to 2, x square plus y square plus 2g x plus 2fy plus c equal to 0. So you get 4 plus 4f plus c is equal to 0. That means you get 4f plus c is equal to minus 4. So this is equation number 4. So from 2, 3 and 4, we need to solve 2, 3 and 4 to get the value of g, f and c. So how do we solve these equations? Okay, now consider 1 and 2. If you subtract 1 and 2, c will cancel. You'll only get the value of g.
Yes,
So,
sir.
so 2g plus c is equal to minus 1 and 6g plus c is equal to minus 9. You subtracting. Okay, this cancels off. So you get minus 4g is equal to 9 minus 1, 8. That means you get g is equal to minus 2. Okay. Now once you get the value of g, you can put in 2 to get the value of c also. So from 2, 2g plus c is equal to minus 1. That means 2g plus c is equal to minus 1. That means minus 4 plus c is equal to minus 1. That means c is equal to 4 minus 1, which is 3. Okay. So we've got the value of g and c. Now we need to find out the value of f. Put the value of c in 4. You'll get the value of f. From 4, 4f plus c is equal to minus 4. That means 4f plus 3 is equal to minus 4. That means 4f is equal to 4f is equal to minus 7. That means f is equal to minus 7. Minus 7 by 4. So you get the value of f as minus 7 by 4. Okay. So, um, hmm. So what is the equation of the circle? Therefore, required equation of the circle. Put it in the general form. X square plus y square plus 2. What is the value of g we got? Minus 2. 2gx plus 2. What is the value of f we got? I got minus 7 by 4. 2fy plus c. It is 3. Okay. So what is the equation of this circle? X square plus y square minus 4x minus 7 by 2y plus 3 is equal to 0. This is the equation of the circle. We come to the next part of the question. The next part of the question says that find the coordinates of the other point in which the axis of y cuts the circle. Where does it cut the circle? For the first part, how will you find out the points where it cuts the circle? Put x is equal to 0. Putting x is equal to 0, let us say call this equation as number 5. In the equation of the circle that we got, putting x is equal to 0 in 5, we get y square minus 7 by 2y plus 3 is equal to 0. So you get 2y square minus 7y plus 6 is equal to 0. Okay. So you do a middle term factorization. You get minus 6y. What are the factors? 12. 12. What are the factors here? 6 into 12, 3 and 4 should be the factors. Minus 3y minus 4y plus 6 is equal to 0. That means you get y into 2y minus 3 minus twice into 2y minus 3 equal to 0. That means 2y minus 3 into y minus 2 must be equal to 0. That means you get either y is equal to 3 by 2 or y is equal to 2. So what are the points? The points where 5 cuts the y-axis are 0, 3 by 2 and 0, 2. These two are the points where it cuts the y-axis. Let us see the second part of the question. The second part of the question states that the coordinates of the other end of the diameter through Q. Now you have this point Q here. Okay, you need to find out the coordinates of the other end of the diameter. That means if I join this, if suppose this is your center of the circle, okay, and if you join this with the help of a straight line, okay, then this point that you are getting here, say S, this is the other end of the diameter. Let us say that the coordinates of this is AB. Okay, then we can get the coordinates of the center of the circle from the equation of the circle. So let us find out the coordinates of the center of the circle. So number 2, from 5, what do we get? 2g is equal to 2g is we've got g is equal to what? Minus 2. From 5, center of the circle is what is the value of g that we have got here? We have got g is equal to minus 2, and we got f is equal to minus 7 by 4. So change the signs, you'll get the center 2, 7 by 4. This is the coordinates of the center. Okay, let SAB be the other end of the diameter through Q. Be the other end of the diameter. Let us call the center of the circle C through Q. Therefore, C is the midpoint of what? We see in the figure C here, whose coordinates we know. What are the coordinates of C? 2, 7 by 4. C is the midpoint of SQ. SQ. So therefore, what are the coordinates of C? What are the coordinates of C? X coordinate is A plus 3 by 2 and B plus 0 by 2. So the coordinates of C is A plus 3 by 2 comma B by 2. Okay, so therefore, according to this problem, this must be A plus 3 by 2 comma B by 2 must be equal to 2 comma 7 by 4. Okay, so from this we can get the value of A and B. So A plus 3 by 2 must be equal to 2 and B by 2 must be equal to 7 by 4. So you get A is equal to 4 minus 3, 1, and you get B is equal to 7 by 2. So what are the coordinates of the other end of the diameter through Q? Coordinates of the other end of the diameter through Q is S, AB. And what is the value of S? What is the value of A and B? 1, 7 by 2. Okay, so this is what. Now this is a very important problem. That is how to find out the equation of a circle through 3 given points. Okay. So this is an important kind of a problem. Another important kind of a problem is number 21, where 2 points are given on the circle. Okay, 2 points are given on the circle, and you need to find, and um, a line is given which passes through the center of the circle. Okay, then how will you find out the equation of the circle? Let's see.
पापा कहाँ हैं? पापा को
Devanjana,
आने दो, पापा संग चले
Devanjan,
आना।
you can hear me? Devanjan,
Yes, sir.
I need to speak to you for 2 minutes,
Yes, sir.
but after this class. Okay. So let us see number 21. Number 21. Find the equation of a circle which passes through the points 5, 0 and 1, 4. So 2 points are given on the circle. You have 2 points on the circle that are given. Say this is the center, and say this is 1 point P given to you, say 5, 0. And another point Q is given to you, say 1, 4. And whose center lies on the line x plus y minus 3. So this center of this circle, say I call this center as say O, or let's say C. Okay, this center actually lies on this line. Okay, whose equation is given to you, and the equation of this is given to you as x plus y minus 3 equal to 0. Now the question here is find the equation of the circle. Again, we shall, since 2 points are given, we'll start with the standard equation of the circle, the general equation of the circle. Let the equation of the circle be x square plus y square plus 2gx plus 2fy plus c is equal to 0, and call this 1. Okay, since it passes through 5, 0, therefore 5 square plus 0 square plus 2g into 5 plus 2f into 0 plus c is equal to 0. That means you get 10g plus c is equal to minus 25. This is one equation that you get. Call this equation number 2. This is an equation in g and c. Okay. Also, since it passes, another point is given. Since it passes through, what is the other point given? 1, 4. 1, 4. So it must satisfy this equation. So x square plus y square plus 2g x plus 2f y plus c is equal to 0. That means you get 2g plus 8f plus c is equal to minus 17. Call this equation number 3. Okay, now the third part, which is the most important part. You see that we have taken the equation of the circle as x square plus y square plus 2gx plus 2fy plus c is equal to 0. This is the general form. What is the center of the circle? Minus g minus f, right?
Minus the
Coordinates,
line. Yes, sir.
coordinates of the center of 1 is minus g minus f. So minus g, this center minus g minus f lies on which line? 2x x plus y
On the
minus
line
3.
passing through the center.
Since
Yes.
minus g minus f lies on the line,
Hmm.
what line? X plus y minus 3 is equal to 0. Therefore, it must satisfy this equation. Therefore, minus g, put minus g in place of x, minus f in place of y. Okay, so what you get here is minus g minus f minus 3 is equal to 0, or you can write this as g plus f is equal to minus 3. Call this equation number 4. Okay, so what do you get? You see that you're getting 3 equations. First equation is in G and C. The second equation is in G, F and C. And the third equation is in G and F. Now you need to solve these 3 equations. The question is, how do we solve? How do we proceed to solve these 2 equations? These 3 equations, in fact. Okay. So can you tell me, there are various ways of solving. Okay, but you have the matrix method, you have determinant method, but these methods are not known to you. We'll solve simply by our substitution method. Okay, so what we'll do here is, from 2 and 3 we can find out the value of C from 2 and put it in 3. So from 2 we get C is equal to, from 2 we get C is equal to minus 25 minus 10G. Okay, so putting this in 3, putting this in 3, we get 2G plus 8F plus C. And C, the value of C here is minus 25 minus 10G is equal to minus 17. So we simplify this, we'll get an equation in G and F. We get 2G plus 8F minus 25 minus 10G is equal to minus 17. So what you get here is 2G minus 10G is minus 8G plus 8F. And you get 25 minus 17 as 8. So what are you getting effectively? You're getting G minus F is equal to minus 1. This is what you are getting. Okay, call this equation number call this equation number 5. Now you see that from these 2 equations, 2 and 3, these 2 equations, we are getting an equation in G and F. And also you see that 4, this equation is also in G and F. So now we solve 4 and 5 to get the value of G and F. So G plus F, how do we solve 4 and 5? We add and subtract simply. Adding. This cancels off. You get 2G is equal to minus 4. That means you get G is equal to minus 2. And also you subtract. G plus F is equal to minus 3. And G minus F is equal to minus 1. Subtracting. So you get this plus, you get this minus, this cancels off. You get this as plus sign. So you get 2F is equal to minus 2. So you get F is equal to minus 1. You got the value of G and F. How do you find out the value of C? You can find it from 2 only. 10G plus C is equal to minus 75 from 2. 10G plus C is equal to minus 25. That means put the value of G here. G here is minus 2 plus C is equal to minus 25. That means minus 20 plus C is equal to minus 25. That means C is equal to minus 5. So you get G, F and C. Hence, what is the equation of the circle? X square plus Y square plus 2 G X plus 2 F Y plus C.
F X Y.
This is the equation of the circle. Okay, so this was an important problem. So I stop here for today.